Is there water on Mars? The fourth planet from our sun, Mars, is named after the Roman god of war because of its bloody red color. That this color was owed to organic red weeds that covered the planet's surface. However, when Mariner 9, the first spacecraft to orbit another planet, cruised around the red world, it's revealed an endless landscape of dry, barren desert in stark contrast to an abundant bounty of wheat life. The reality of red planet is a desolate biome covered in iron-rich dust and rock, and underneath the rock surface, chasms and crevices of this world, there is a compelling mystery. The more scientists look, the more they find evidence of water on Mars, or at least that water may once have been abundant on Mars, and some think that liquid water is still there. Water is considered integral to the origin of life on Earth. As such, when exploring the Martian world, NASA adopted a similar strategy to Earth, colonists exploring new land and opted to follow the water. Looking at the dry and barren surface, this strategy may appear misguided. But today's appearance doesn't mean the world was always this way. Mars is a cold planet, being 1.5 times as distant from the Sun as Earth. It is also smaller than Earth and thus sport less gravity, meaning Mars now retains a thin atmosphere. Characteristics of Mars mean it has the potential to have been covered of ocean and yet would be reduced to little or nothing today. Spacecraft, orbiters and rovers are currently busy scouring the planet geology and atmosphere for evidence of water on Mars. Geologists of Earth know that the flow of water leaves a powerful impression on the landscape. On a large scale, flowing water curves out riverbed. On a smaller scale, water picks up and carries a smaller mineral as it flows, slowly polishing them over time into smooth spheroids that are deposited somewhere downstream. Striking observation from the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter and its predecessor found evidence of large rock formation that appear to be dry riverbed in the Gale crater. As well as these features, an accidental discovery by the Spirit rover revealed a layer of silica which could have been deposited by hydrothermal spring near a suspected former volcanic hydrothermal region in the Gusev crater. The findings reaffirmed for many scientists that the area was once home to a hot spring. Any ancient riverbed of Mars would be long gone, but water may have persisted in other forms into the modern day. The thin atmosphere would mean evaporated liquid water would soon be lost to space, but water could persist cold, allowed to freeze solid, or it has protected underground like Earth. The pole of Mars are the coldest region on the planet. Unlike Earth, temperature on Mars can plummet to minus 195 degrees Fahrenheit. This means that huge sheet of ice cover the pole of Mars. However, carbon dioxide freezes at this temperature, and approximately 95% of the Martian atmosphere is composed of this molecule. Therefore, the ice may be water or a combination on containing both. Mars Express probe used infrared scan to help solve this riddle, revealing evidence for water ice existing in a cocktail with Martian dust at the southern pole. While there may have been abundant ocean in the past, water ice persistent in the present with liquid water on Mars. Using the radar technology that penetrated the ground, the Mars Express orbiter found signals suggesting that the bodies of liquid water also existed underground at the South Pole. For water to be a liquid at this temperature, it would have to be salty, almost a brine, but could such a briny salt water also allow liquid water to appear on the surface? The MRO captured images of dark streak that appears seasonally in Martian slope and which seem to flow downhill. While some scientists argue that these streaks are owed to flowing sand, others believe that they are the result of substance salt water that rises to the surface in more temperate temperature. Remnants of water may therefore endure on the Martian surface billions of years after it lost its ocean. The discovery of alien life would arguably represent the most significant discovery in the history of humanity. Most of the galaxy will likely forever remain out of the reach, but we may only need to peer across the neighborhood planet to find it. The potential presence of liquid water on Mars could mean that the conditions at one time were sufficient to allow the emergence of microbial life. The idea of extant microbial life on modern-day Mars is highly suspect due to the pervasive and a cold climate that present a hostile environment for life. However, research into extremophiles microbe that those who adapted and lived in an extreme environment on Earth may offer clues as to how microbes could endure in salty water under the Martian surface. If microbes on Mars are now extinct, there is still much hope that scientists can find evidence of the biological relics as they left behind.